on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill fast.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Casey. Firing to the right, complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. The give to the left. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Looking to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Or did he find a hole in the defense? Wide open spaces. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And the Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and get them the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Oh, it's a reverse. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down.
Base 27, John. Ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The run to the left. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. The give to the back. And some room to work. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Quickly complete. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass, it's Casey. Caught near the sticks, it's Barco. Still running at the 40. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by a field goal over TCU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leads it with the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Picks up the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The give out of the gun. Got a little space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. From the gun. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the 1st down. The defense was offside. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Casey. He's going to let it go. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's going to fire to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
To the air, it's Casey. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Sparko. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers. And he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got it! And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football, try to pick that up on fourth.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He managed a few yards on that. Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Offense facing 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
He's got it on the move. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Houston wants to play fast. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Back to pass. Under fire. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it. Linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons.
Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Give to the running back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Fights off a defender. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Makes the catch. It's Sparko. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Casey. Got it in the middle, it's Sparko. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Caught close to the marker, it's Sparko. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Running to Green. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibbs. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. He's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Immediately fires to the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Got his man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw again. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages.
There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll do it himself on the draw. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team